In today's tutorial, we'll be making this summer fishing card using a cute stamp and die set from Pink and Maine and some supplies you probably already have on hand. Hi everyone, it's Annette with ASCardDesign. Let's get right into it. All right, here's the cute little stamp set. This is called Gone Fishing from Pink and Maine. All of the supplies will be listed in the description below with affiliate links at no extra cost to you, but I do get a small commission and it really helps my channel and I appreciate it. I'm also bringing in one of my favorite stencils called Water Droplets. This is from Gina K. Um, and we'll be using that on the front and the back of the card. So the cardstock I'm using, the white cardstock, is the Layering Weight from Gina K. And really like working with this. It's nice and smooth, and we're going to do some ink blending, and that's really important to have good cardstock when you're doing that. So we're going to go ahead and start with our panel, and the two ink colors I'm bringing in are Blue Lagoon and Blue Denim. And these are my two favorite blue combinations. I tend to use them a lot when I'm doing ocean or water, and I kind of want to get that water effect with this water droplets stencil. So I'm just putting down some repositional tape on the back of my panel just so it doesn't move. And I'm just going to lay that stencil right on there. I am going to hold it down. I'm not taping it down just because I was being a little lazy, but I probably should have held it down. You'll see why, and I'm sure you're guessing by now that this is not going to go well for me. But it wasn't too bad. It's very easy to line up. So I'm just being careful. I'm starting with my lighter color, and I'm starting from what's going to be the bottom of the card and then working my way up. So I'm starting with a little bit of a heavier hand, more ink, and going lighter as I go up the panel, which when you're watching this, it's to the left side. That's going to be the top where my left hand is. So right there, you can see that little stencil shifted, but not to worry. It's super easy to line up because the design is fairly large. And so again, I could have taped it, but nope, I'm just going to go for it. I'm holding it down. So I'm coming in with my blue denim, and I just want to darken it up a little bit. I want that Blue Lagoon still to peek through. So I just want to go darker on the bottom and then blend up with a lighter hand just to soften that color. And here I'm just walking my hand up and being a little careful and just taking my time. I just love these two colors together. And then I'm walking it back down because I think I wanted the bottom a little bit darker, and there my stencil shifted again, but I'm lining it back up, and I wanted just to deepen that blue denim up a little bit more on the bottom. This card is really easy. It's a quick card. If you have somebody that fishes in your life, or just a nice summer vibe card, these are really easy to make. And even if you don't have this stamp set, I'm sure you have something in your stash that you can do this same style very easily. So there is our panel, and a lot of this will get covered up, but I just kind of wanted to put it like a grounding element. So I did go ahead and clean up my glass mat. And also from Pink and Maine, this is the postage stamp die set, and I just want that circle from that. But I also needed some other circles, so I'm bringing in my Hero Arts nesting circle dies, and you know, if you don't have the Pink and Maine die set, again, you could just use a nesting circle set just like this. But I'm just bringing in I want 3 different size circles. So I pulled out 2 more dies from the Hero Arts set, and I'm setting those aside. And we are going to cut out a bunch of circles, but I'm going to do a lot of it off screen or off camera. But I am bringing in my little mini intercut die cutting machine. I love this little thing. And then I'm just bringing in some scrap cardstock in various shades of blue. And you can see I have my messy little cutting mat or cutting plate, I should say. And I'm going to go ahead and put all 3 of those dies onto this blue color cardstock, and we'll run it through. And we will have 3 of these blue colored dots in 3 different sizes. And friends, I've done a lot of die cutting before this video, so I already have everything cut out, and it saved a lot of time in the editing, and also just for the length of the video. And so here I'm going to go ahead and stamp, and I'm going to be stamping and coloring and die cutting all the elements that I'm going to be using for this card. So I'm going to go off camera and do all that. And we will come back and we'll put it together, and just like that, there's everything. So I used my Tombow water-based markers right there to color everything, and you can use any markers that you have, but I just thought it'd be nicer just to have everything ready so we can just assemble this card. And so I'm bringing in my panel, and I do need to cut this down. I almost forgot this step, but I am going to use Master Layouts 1 for this because I want to cut the panel down, and then I want to use the larger rectangle to cut a blue matte layer. So I will do that off screen on my regular die cutting machine, and I am using the Intercut today. And by the way, I think that if you get on Gina K's website and something is not available, if it will become available, they have a notify me button, and if you just hit that, they'll send you an email when it comes back in stock, and then you can choose whether you want to buy it or not. But that's nice. I've done that feature many times, and it works very nicely. So you can see there, I glued the panel onto the matte layer, and then here is my card base, and I did not score it yet. I wanted to leave it unscored, and I'm putting the panel on the card base just to kind of get a gauge on where everything's going to be. And so that's the stencil is now on the back, what will be the back of the card. So I'm just taking my blending brushes with whatever ink is left over. I am not going to re-ink them, and I'm just going to put a soft layer of color. Here I started with the blue denim because I just grabbed it and I wasn't thinking, but it's okay because this is just a very light wash of color. And now I have the blue lagoon, again, whatever was left over on the blending brush. And again, you can see that's much softer than the panel. And now I'll go ahead and score it. And my card bases are 8.5 by 5.5 inches, and I score at 4.25. So we'll go ahead and drop that score mark and fold it over. And then I will take the scoring tool and just kind of burnish everything down to really crease that edge to make it lie nice and flat. And there you go. And that's going to be the back of the card. And while I'm here, I thought I might as well just take my logo stamp and stamp it. And I believe I'm stamping it in blue denim. I thought I'd stay with the blue theme instead of my go-to black onyx or VersaFine. All right, so I'm just taking a little piece of mint tape here, and I want to tape the card down so it lies flat. And then I'm going to go ahead and I was going to glue the panel down to the card base, but I thought, well, first I think I better decorate this panel. So I'm just going to go ahead and lay everything out, get everything out of the dish. And then I am going to arrange these little dots, which I wanted them to kind of look like bubbles, or I don't know, just some kind of different element in the water. So I'm going to speed this up, and it took me some time to figure out where I wanted all these dots, and I did not use them all, but I just kind of arranged them in a random pattern, and some will overlap. But then I thought, well, where am I going to put all my little fishing rods and all the other elements? So I thought I'll get out my little Sharpie pen and make like a fishing line. But before I do that, I wanted to glue all these dots down because my hand was going to bump them off and out of the way. So I'm going to speed this up, and I'll glue all these down. And I just thought this was really fun. And we'll get those down. And then I do decide, I think I'm going to use some of them to overlap, like you can see right there. And I added a couple other ones. And right there. All right, moving on. So I like the way that looks. And you can see I'm bringing it up a little bit closer so you can see. So, all right, we're good to go. So now I'm just, what I like to do to make this line is I put 2 little X's in the corner, and then I just make a swoopty line to meet each X. And I did it twice just so it can look a little rustic, a little wonky. And I'll bring it up close to the camera so you can see. And it doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to have the illusion of there's something that these little elements are going to be hanging from. And then we're going to just go ahead and arrange where these go. And this took me a little bit of time to figure out, so I'm going to speed this up. But I did think it was really cute. The easiest one for me was the hook with the worm because, that kind of goes together. But I got them where I wanted them, and I'm going to zoom in so you can see a little bit better. And then we'll just go ahead and glue these down. I am bringing in my little silicone mat just to catch any glue that I spill over so it doesn't get on my glass mats. But we'll just glue these down. And this card has no real, no foam squares, no real dimensions. So it'll lie nice and flat in an envelope. And we'll get all of these little guys glued down. I love that little bobber. It's so cute. And there's the little hook and this other lure, and the last piece is the fish. And I was overthinking this. Which way am I going to put it? And I just thought, just glue it down. Just put it down. Do you ever do that when you're crafting? You overthink things and spend a lot of time on something that's pretty simple. I know I do. All right, so next up is the greeting, and I'm bringing in just a piece of scrap white cardstock, and I'm going to use that Hooked on You stamp. And we'll go ahead and get that placed down. I will be die cutting this out. The Pink and Main Gone Fishing dies do not include the dies that die cut the sentiments. So I just, we all have dies, or we can just hand cut it, right? These sentiments, these short sentiments especially. So I'm going to go ahead and die cut it with something I already have on hand. And that's stamped again in the blue denim. And then what I'm going to do, first before that, I'm going to clean off my stamp and put it away. You don't see a lot of that. I cut it all out, but I do clean everything as I go. So I'm using Master Layouts 14, and I love this Master Layouts die set, whether the postage die and the matte layer, but I'm just using one of the sentiment strip dies, and this one has a stitched edge all the way around, and it is longer than my greeting. So you'll see the end, the stitching will just be on the top and the bottom because I am going to trim this down on each side. But first we have to die cut it. So you can see, it's kind of hard to see the cutting plates, but getting that in there, and we'll run it through the mini intercut. This little machine comes in handy for small things, for small little pieces that I want to die cut. All right, and then we'll just take that out. And I think I bring it up to the camera so you can see. Yeah, you can see that stitching is kind of on the ends. It's not matching up. So I have my little mini, it's a night for minis, I guess. I have my little mini Tim Holtz guillotine trimmer. Also comes in handy for little small objects. And I'm just trimming off the edges on either side. And then there you go. All right. Now all we have to do is put this together, and I think I add some gems at the end. You'll see some really cute iridescent dots. I love these iridescent dots that are coming up. We'll get that glued down, and we'll get the sentiment down. I like it like kind of in that lower third area of the card. And then I'm using the Gina K iridescent dots. These, it's like a rainbow of colors, and sometimes they're hard to work with because they look like one color, but when you put them down, they're totally different. But I found some that were in like the blue hues and the green hues. So it took me a while. I edited all of that out because it took quite some time. So I did find some, and I'm gluing them down. And then you'll be able to see, once I bring it up, you'll be able to see how they are shimmery and shiny. And I just love that. And they are totally flat. These are not domed. They won't poke through an envelope, but aren't those cute? I love that. All right. So that's the card right there. And I decorated the back. I love that. And I really like how this card came out. If you enjoyed this video, I hope you give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you're not a subscriber. And coming up is another video I hope you'll enjoy, and I hope to see you back again. I'll see everybody. Bye-bye.